dear students, I am Dr. Sangeeta Ronkar, Assistant Professor, Government College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Cafe Goa. So this presentation is for program Bachelor of Science, third year, subject Botany, semester 6, paper code is BOD105, paper title is Nursery and Gardening. Title of the unit is Gardening and the module name is Gardening, Definition, Objectives and Scope. So this is the outline of my presentation. Introduction of gardening, objectives of gardening and scope of gardening. At the end of this presentation, you will be able to learn, define the garden and gardening, describe objectives of gardening and understand scope of gardening. Coming to the introduction, so first we will study the definition of garden. So it is a planned space, usually outdoors, which is set aside for the display, cultivation or enjoyment of plants and other forms of nature. Gardens may exhibit structural enhancements like folies, pergolas, dry creek beds and water features like fountains, ponds, waterfalls or creeks. And also here you can see the images of gardens. Some gardens are for ornamental purpose only, while some gardens produce food crops like fruits, vegetables. So it can be a separate areas or it can be intermixed with ornamental plants. Gardening is the activity of growing and maintaining the garden. Coming to the objectives of gardening, to get enough maximum output and continuous supply of vegetables throughout the year. To study and conserve native flowers, shrubs and trees. Third objective is to strive constantly towards community beautification. Basically, it is beautification of the area. To provide opportunities for the enjoyment of gardening. Some more objectives like to preserve environment, increase green cover and protect health of public by spreading awareness on gardening. To conduct workshops or training events for interested people in the area of urban farming or terrace gardening. And also to conduct awareness programs in schools, colleges, corporates and other similar institutions to encourage the means to achieve the organic food through terrace gardening. Work in tandem with other local agencies, government departments to establish operational ways to promote urban farming systems. To initiate research and development projects with community participation aiming to preserve the environment, to achieve sustainable living and to reduce carbon footprints, all this by practicing organic farming, to create a better world for future generations. Now coming to the scope of gardening, there are several scopes of gardening. So one of them is source of raw material for agro-based industries. So here the gardening provides source of raw materials for different agro-based industries like canning and preservation of fresh fruits, coir industry, mainly the coconut husk is used here, pharmaceutical industries, different plants having medicinal properties like papaya, jamun, and also it helps in transporting and packaging industry by providing wood material for making the wooden boxes for packaging. Efficient utilization of resources like especially in the fruit cultivation, fruits being perennial, it can act as a efficient use of resources like machinery, labor and land water system. Utilization of waste and barren lands for production. So basically here hardy fruit trees play important role and it can be grown on poor shallow soils. Gardening provides employment of great number of manpower per unit area, so it creates more jobs. There are rising demands for cut flowers nowadays and also the live plants due to urbanization, and there is extensive use of flowers especially in weddings, decorations, holy places, funerals, etc. And it can be a source of income for small and marginal farmers. Gardening also helps in indoor and outdoor landscaping and small businesses like making garlands, gajras, bouquets, and all. It provides services of landscape architect. Okay, like in towns, there are some open spaces and terraces wherein you can practice gardening. There are industries which are facing problems of controlling pollution, wherein the gardening is important. Amusement parks, hotels, roadways, etc. India has great potential of growing ornamental crops because of its diverse climatic conditions, which can help to grow various kinds of flowers and crops almost throughout the year in one or the other part of the country. There is a scope to extract essential oils from flowers, which can be commercialized, which can be used in industries, and to make dry flowers, which can provide a source of income and employment. It generates extra income by starting nurseries, tissue culture units, by opening florist shop, or by landscaping. So it can be a source of earning income through sales of landscape accessories, resources, garden tools, and bio inputs. Coming to the summary of this presentation, gardening is an activity of growing and maintaining plants in a planned space. The main objective of gardening is to have continuous supply of vegetable crops, to conserve native plants, and to beautify an area. There are several scopes of gardening, mainly focusing towards entrepreneurship. These are the references and these are the web links. Thank you.